Toronto, welcome back to another video. So today's video I wanted to talk about my Google Pixel Fold, and I have actually had this for a little bit of some time right now. It was released in June back in 2023, and now it's 2024 in January. So it's been about 7 months since I've been using this device, and it's definitely been holding up really well. It's got really good build materials on here, especially when it comes to the foldable panel on here is really nice when it comes to the build quality. So the really nice thing about it is it has that same beautiful design that you would see on like a Google Pixel, what I'm saying, 8 or 7 Pro or something like that, but it's got Gorilla Glass Victus on the outside of the display. And so it's got really nice, it's got glossy sides. One of the things I like about the glossy sides is that I don't have any issues when it comes to scratches on this device. It actually does hold up well on the sides when it comes to scratches. But it's a 7.6-inch display when you actually open it up. And one of the things about this device is that it did get Android 14. So one of the things I wanted to show you is that this thing is going to get the December feature drop as well as the New Year's update in January. So I've been using it for like 6-7 months, and it's been really solid. The cameras have been great. The battery has actually been great as well. I've been lasting like a full day on a single charge, so I definitely like this thing. But if you're brand new to the channel, I truly appreciate you for coming through. If you're new, but if you're already a part of the crew, salute. It's got a really nice spec sheet when it comes to the 120 hertz display on the inside and on the outside of it. It's also got an OLED panel, and you get the 48 megapixel on the rear. As far as the camera, you also do get an 8 megapixel on the front, and on the inside it's the 8 megapixel, and on the outside it's the 9.5. And the one on the outside records at 4K. You get dual stereo speakers on here, as well as the side mounted fingerprint on the side as well. And it's got a 4,821 milliamp hour battery, so it's gonna last pretty good overall. So we get, actually, when it comes to the brightness, 1200 nits and 1550 peak brightness. So looking at this display, it actually looks really good right now. You can see how gorgeous this display looks. When it comes to the overall scrolling on here, it just manages to fly through everything that I'm doing. So right now what I wanted to do is actually go into settings and show you guys right now. If I go into system, that I will have like a software update on here, and it says battery is too low at like right now it does say I have to actually charge my battery. So I'm looking for a charger right now, but this thing doesn't have the fastest charging speeds in the entire world. I'm not gonna front. Like, the charging speeds on this device are kind of slow. So if you do plug it up now, it will let you resume, so you can actually start installing that. And so you can see that this does say Pixel is getting better. It's receiving the software update as part of the latest feature drop, which brings you new upgraded features to your Google Pixel. And so if you click this little community tab, I'm gonna actually open it up and show you guys what it looks like. Now this is where you're getting like a really beautiful display here. So you can see the January 2024 feature drop, and this one that I'm downloading now is the December one. So what happened in December is they put out this chart which shows you all the features right here on the left side. And so here's the fold. If you go down and follow the fold, it's gonna give you portrait light, photo unblur updates, dual screen preview, device is a webcam, clean, passkey upgrades in Google, password manager, repair mode, contextual replies and call screen, pixel. So you don't get that one or that one, but you do get direct my call and hold for me on non toll-free numbers and weather and clock all in one. So those are the updates that you're actually getting when it comes to the December feature drop. I also noticed that you do get like put your palm up when you're looking at the camera to take a picture, which is actually pretty cool as well. So I'm gonna pause the video because I don't want you guys to sit through how long this is gonna take. I know it's gonna take about 40 minutes or something like that. So make sure you guys stay locked in, but if you're still here, just type down below I'm still here, so I know you're still kicking it with me. And I just want to remind you to hit the like button so we can get this video out to more people and help beat the YouTube algorithm. So I'm gonna pause the video and wait for this update to download, and then I'll get right back with you, okay? So this thing is still downloading, but I'm actually just, you know, waiting for it to download, and I'm listening to some music right now. I got some like old school rap playing or whatever, but hopefully you're still kicking it with me, vibing with me. But one of the things I noticed is that this panel right here on the outside is extremely clean and usable. Like, I really like the form factor of this display. You can see like how it looks when it comes to dimensions. So it pretty much fits right in the palm of your hand. And one of the things I like about it is that it just feels really good in the palm of your hand. So it feels like it has a nice center of gravity. It is a little bit heavy, but because of the weight distribution, it does feel really good in the hand. So it's pretty heavy at 280 grams of weight, but it just definitely feels really solid and stuff like that. So as you can see, I'm waiting for the software update to finish, but yeah, I really like how clean this thing is. It did go up about 5-10%, so that was actually pretty good as far as this 100 watts charging on here. So it's actually charging pretty decent. I got the, you know, brightness almost at 80, 90, 95%, 85% right now. So I'm gonna pause the video again, and when the software is finished, you know, we'll get into some more stuff. But yeah, you could definitely like get a lot of stuff done. This has the Gen 2 processing chip from, you know, not from Qualcomm, but from the Tensor G2. So one of the things is that it's very capable when it comes to playing games on here. Optimization, it doesn't get too hot or whatever. So, you know, right now I'm gonna jump into like some 2K mobile just to show you what the graphics look like while I'm waiting for it to install the update. Alright, so right here you can see, you could just, you know, I just want to show you what the graphics look like. I could connect the controller to it. So I'm probably going to connect the controller to it. Let's just check it out real quick. But this is 2K mobile. So it does play 2K mobile pretty good. You can see the display looks really good. It's like a nice size when it comes to the overall dimensions, giving you like a box look when it comes to it. So let me see if I'm able to control I'm able to control my character, and it has really good responsiveness when it comes to the controls on here. So it definitely feels like console graphics. I don't know what the graphics are on right now. It's just at the default setting, but it has good response time. Yeah, I just got dunked on. Let me see if I could come through with something real quick. Good D. Oh, I still hit that. But yeah, you can see that the Google Pixel Fold is definitely really good for gaming and stuff like that. So if you wanted to, you know, play 2K, Call of Duty Mobile, PUBG, Genshin Impact, like all the high graphic intensive games, even like, you know, Asphalt 9 and, you know, anything, Minecraft, whatever, it doesn't matter. Like pretty much this thing will be able to handle it. So I've always been able to last a full day on the battery life when it comes to this thing. So that's one of the things I like about it too. So yeah, I just wanted to show you that it is really good when it comes to the gameplay on. Alright guys, so I'm looking at the new, you know, like layout and everything like that. It does say your Pixel got more helpful with the dual screen preview, unfold and show the you find on both displays, not just one of the displays. You also do get call screen, goodbye, spam calls, document scanner. The panel does look really clean when it comes to the interface. So one of the things that if you wanted to know about compatibility with apps, this device doesn't have full compatibility with apps. So like for instance, if I go into Facebook, one of the things they actually fix now is the borders. So I don't know if you just saw that, but that never happened until this update right here. So if I go into here and I click this button, it's giving me the option to actually choose the aspect ratio for Facebook. So you could put full screen. This is actually brand new. I know this was released for, you know, beta, but I didn't actually download the beta on my smartphone or whatever. That's actually a really solid feature, is that full display. So now if I go into Facebook, I get full display on Facebook. This is crazy. So that's actually really crazy. This is the first time I'm seeing this on this device. This is a huge upgrade for the Pixel Fold, that they do give you the full display for apps. So let's go into Instagram and see if it's gonna do the same thing. Yup, you get the same exact thing. So you could choose on Instagram. Now you can actually open up the app on the full display. So this is actually a game changer on the Google Pixel Fold right now. The fact that you do get the customization to actually go on full screen with that app. So let's try the X app or whatever. So this was already at full screen. But yeah, that's actually crazy. Let's see, this app, it'll customize it to the other display panel. So you get that, it'll rotate based off of that aspect ratio you're in. Spotify, I'm still getting full display on that. I always got full display on Amazon. WhatsApp gives you the full display as well. So yeah, you're pretty much getting full display on every single application now, which is really cool. Let's go into the camera app application right now. And in the camera app, one of the things I like about it is that you can see right here on the bottom, you get your menus. If you swipe up, it actually lets you get to your settings. So now you could choose between 60, 4K, frames per second, video stabilization. You could choose between the active and locked. So everything is just pretty straightforward here. A lot easier to mess around with. When you swipe up, you're able to get to your settings on each menu. So this is really intuitive. Your sphere mode, you can also choose the different shapes as well. So they're giving you full customization with all the settings. And then the night mode, I can actually choose astrophotography. I could choose my focus modes, near, far, or auto focus. So a lot of cool tricks on the camera as well. So the Fold is definitely really optimized now. The heat has went away now that I'm holding it. So it's kind of actually settling down right now. So this patch actually changed the Fold in a lot of ways, because now you're getting full optimization when it comes to using apps like Facebook. I can actually open up the phone now and get the full display, which is going to be pretty cool. And then when I rotate it, it's still giving me that nice view. This is a really good update. Now, as far as like overall long-term durability with this device, it's definitely kind of a device that you have to keep in a case if you want to keep it protected, because you know the technology on here is still pretty new and everything like that. So it's not going to be the most like it's definitely a thin, sturdy device. It definitely feels good in the hand, but you still have to, if you drop this thing, it might actually break easier than a regular smartphone. So I could definitely say you kind of do have to protect it at all times. But it's really solid. It's got a fast fingerprint sensor on the right here. When you press, it unlocks, every single time. And then it also has the facial unlock, so if I look at it, it's gonna unlock every single time. So it also just keeps up very well when it comes to everything on here. You get NFC for your payments. I definitely like that built-in VPN on this device as well. Now here's the thing, we do get a this update right here, which is actually finished. So I'm gonna go ahead, and it says right here, let me just show you what I'm talking about. Security update improves security for your device, your Pixel Fold. This update fixes critical bugs and improves the performance and stability of your device. Learn more. So yeah, it's basically just, fixing bugs and stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna reset the device. Nice. These are actually my Pixel A buds. I also have the Pixel Buds Pro, and I definitely think that these are still really solid. These Pixel A buds, they just remind me of like using an encyclopedia or a computer right next to you. You have that option to just ask it whatever you want, and then you also have the option to like have it tell you. It's like your personal assistant at the same time. But yeah, this Google Pixel Fold is actually getting better than I thought, with the full screen apps and everything like that it's going to be capable of running, and then also just the form factor of this device as well. I think it's going to be pretty solid. So right here you can see it just reset from that new software update that I downloaded. So let me put my pattern in right now, and I just wanted to show you the final, like the update, the most recent update on here, so we can get into that real quick. And then once it loads up, so you can see everything's starting to optimize on here, and it just looks really good. This device looks really good. I don't mind the little borders on the outside, because there you get something to actually hold on to. So that's, I don't mind that. And you can see right here, your notification screen is nice because you get your notifications on the right, and then you get your panel on the left, which is kind of cool. And then when you close it, it goes to your always on display right there, and then I can unlock it with my finger, and I can get, what I like is that I got all my little folders. So I got my apps right here for my social media. So we got X, and you can see that loads up pretty quick. Let's open it up and see if it keeps up with what I was just looking at. Okay, so yeah, it kept the image of what I was looking at right there. And yeah, this looks beautiful now with the new optimized apps. And it says I'm actually on the January 5th update right now, so you can see what I was talking about. So this is the January 5th 2024 update. So this is the newest and latest update right now for the Pixel Fold. So I can get to my Netflix on here when I want to watch movies on the big screen. That sounds and looks good when I'm watching videos. So if I was watching Alvin and the Chipmunks or something like that, let me just show you what it would look like. I always mess up and press this button as the power button because the volume rocker's at the top. But just to give you an example of what it would look like, you can swipe out and make it bigger. And this is actually what it would look like. I'm gonna turn the speakers up just a little bit so you can hear what it sounds like. So that's Netflix right there. And then you could also go into your Tubi Tube, or I can go into my Amazon Prime or whatever. You could just watch whatever you want to watch on there. So yeah, it's a really nice experience on the Pixel Fold. You could even go into your Kindle and read books on the Amazon Kindle. So depending on like what you're trying to read at that very moment or whatever, you could just go into there. And one of the things I noticed is that the pages flip, like the animations when the pages flip is crazy. So when I'm flipping that page, it actually looks like a real page going across it when I'm like dragging it. So that kind of looks, that's one of the things I noticed the other day when I was reading a book. I was like, oh snap, that kind of looks cool. So I like how they try to make it realistic when you scroll the pages across on Amazon Kindle. That looks really sick. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap up this video. I just want to show you the update that I had on the Pixel Fold, but I definitely got a lot better. You can see the always on display. I'm actually listening to some music. It looks really cool when it's actually just on the always on display. You could throw it on a wireless charger and get wireless charging. It also has IPX8, so it's waterproof. So when I swipe up, I can actually type and search now. So I could type something real quick, Google Pixel Fold, and when you swipe up, it lets you search now by when you long hold and hit the home settings menu and go into search preferences. You can turn on this guy that I just turned on, and that allows me to access the swipe up to search. Another thing is that you can see, like, you could add more icons right here. So you're able to add which icons do I want to add down there. Let me see. Probably Spotify. And so you could add more icons here. This is definitely another solid thing that I like. The camera is also going to give you, if you go right here, more settings for brightness, shadow, and white balance. You can also go into the settings right here and click more settings, and you could turn on the timer with your palm. So when you actually put your palm on the phone, like up to the phone, it's going to activate that timer. So now you can take a selfie. So it will allow you to take a selfie with the timer. So that's something that's actually pretty useful with this device, because you could hold it with one hand while you're doing a selfie. You also click here and you get your dual screen, so the back can turn on as a preview finder, and then you can see the front at the same time. So that's definitely cool, and you could turn it off with that button. So some really useful features here with the dual display. You could click here, and one of the things that I noticed is that it gives you the ability to do like when I was on night photography. Let me see if I could go back to the camera right here. If I click this button, it gives me the ability to set the brightness. I could also set the focus to near, far, or auto focus. So you get all those options right there to mess around with, as well as astrophotography. And so that's another solid feature. And I also did notice that the chat bubbles are nice. You also do get the notifications on the right here, and then your drop down menu on the left, which makes it a little bit more unified and easier to look at when you're using the drop down menu for your notifications. So that's kind of cool as well. But this device is just getting more refined over time as far as the software. As far as using it with one hand, it's really a really nice phone to use with one hand, with the cameras and everything like that. So it's actually a real pleasure to use this device after I've been using it for about 7 months. But let me know what you guys think about the Google Pixel Fold after I've been using it for 5 months, even though it's been out for like 7 months. And I'm going to check you guys later. But if you're still here, just type in the comment section, I'm still here, so I know you're still kicking it with me. And I just want to remind you to hit the like button so we can get this video out to more people and help beat the YouTube algorithm. I'm going to hit you back. I'll check you guys later, okay?